morning, we all heard Dean Kamen talk about further advancing the education of STEM subjects. Christa McAuliffe is one of the most significant representatives of this cause. As a teacher, she's a motivator for students pursuing their dreams and careers. When she was chosen for NASA's Teacher in Space program, she really influenced people of the time going into engineering fields. Dean Kamen started this program for students in FIRST to help get funds to educate them even further. The proceeds of the sales of her coins will be going to FIRST, and it will further help the advancements of STEM education. Thank you.
Okay, so now why is the government so involved with FIRST all of a sudden? Well, actually, they were always involved with this. You may not realize it, but the legislative, executive, and judicial branches are the basis of everyone's career. These branches of government directly help promote STEM in the education system. These are the two main subjects that have been taught to any student ever since elementary school. The different parts of government come together to promote these core subjects. Their support helps turn future generations into engineers, scientists, mathematicians, and etc. As you know, FIRST is a program that is filled with students that are interested in these careers. You may think the government has nothing to do with your future, just like taking those history or government classes in school. But we need to realize that these components of our society will still be the backbones of our careers. If we take out one part of the pyramid, the system will fall apart. And the government also needs the people who are pursuing careers in engineering. This is sort of like an agreement between the people and the government. They bump us up so we can give back to them by entering companies like Boeing, Northrop Grumman, Raytheon, and you know the rest. That's why we also need to give back to Dean Kamen for letting us enter this amazing program that gathers us science and math nerds into FIRST. This bill is a representation of the power that FIRST embodies, and we must be thankful that the government is letting us have these amazing opportunities.
Basically, without the government affairs, such as what Alicia said, legislative, judicial, executive branch, which back everything within our careers, such as engineering, which a lot of people in FIRST want to become, then we can't become successful at them.
Thank you.
So now is kind of the main event. So if you are a team representative from your team, we will be calling you up now, and after we read a little bio about you, so just be prepared.
Okay, so first we're gonna call up Team 294, Beach Cities Robotics.
Team 330, Beachbots.
We'd like to call up Team 2637, Phantom Cats. Team 4201, Vitruvian Bots from Da Vinci Science.
And it's Team 5124, West Torrance Robotics.
Team 5285, Sea Keens from PV High.
Our local FLL team, the Richardson Widgets. The event we've all been waiting for, Congressman Lieu, if you could come on up here. Thank you.
It's such an honor to be here and to look out and see the future of American innovation. And I brought my family here, my wife Betty, my son Austin, who was on Widget's team, and then my son Brennan on Widget's team. And I'm so honored to be here to support their legislation that would create the Commemorative Coin for Christa McAuliffe. Proceeds from that coin will benefit all FIRST programs, including its robotics programs. And that's so important because in America, we're not going to compete making socks. If you look at our economy, there are certain industries where we simply cannot compete in. Low-wage manufacturing industries where all you require is a high school degree. We used to be able to compete in those industries. We cannot anymore. Countries like Vietnam and Mexico will continue to beat us. But we can compete in sectors such as robotics, such as technology, biotech, healthcare, entertainment industry. There's a lot of these fields that we can't compete in, and they require STEM. And so it's very important for people to learn those skills, and what you're doing here is so helpful, not just for your own livelihoods, but also for the future success of our country. And it's my honor to be here to support all of you in what you're doing and to support this legislation. Before I conclude, I want to thank Janine and Vincent for inviting me and setting up this amazing event, as well as Torbots. And I also see Mr. Petito, who taught my son Brennan in robotics. And in Congress, I am one of 4 computer science majors. I'm a recovering computer science major. And hopefully in the future, I'll see more of you up there. So thanks so much for having me here.
Ted Lieu, on behalf of all the teams here, we would like to ask you if you would be willing to sign this bill.
Yes, I'll be honored to. How we do it in Congress. A little harder, but that's a fantastic bill, and hopefully you all can read it and support it, and hopefully we'll get it through this year. So, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Congressman, and all of our team representatives. So now we have a special first representative, Ms. Cassie McIntyre, to talk to us about how we've done our homework. She is the first director of corporate partnerships for Southern California.
I'm going to keep this short and sweet, but huge thank you and congratulations for doing your homework. I'm by no means Dean Kamen or even close to the next best thing, but it is my distinct privilege to be here. I am the Director of Corporate Partnerships for Southern California. I'm a fairly new hire. I just completed my first FRC season and full year with the organization, so you'll be seeing a lot more of me. And I know Dean Don Bossi, our president, and just on behalf of the first national organization, 400,000 students and growing strong across the country and internationally. I mean, the reason I joined this organization is because of leaders like you in the community. We're going to share this story from the rooftops. I'm going to report this back to the national office, and we're keeping track of events like this happening around the country, because if successful, the legislation will be passed and we'll be able to raise more resources for FIRST so we can reach more kids. And I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't give you some data point, which is we're doing amazing work, and the South Bay was represented so strongly at the World Championship this year. We're so proud. We're going to have even more teams next year. But we're still, nationally across the U.S., we're only in 8.9% of the schools. And so for so many kids, FIRST and programs like FIRST are not an option. And so I was hired so I can work with school districts and leaders like Congressman Lieu and great community advocates like Jean, who made this event possible, so we can bring FIRST to every school, particularly schools and communities that are under-resourced. So if you work for a corporation or an organization that doesn't know about FIRST, I'm your gal. I hope next year this event will be double or triple the size, and we'll be really creating a culture change, which is why Dean Kamen started FIRST over 27 years ago, so we can really change the culture across the country and create more and more leaders problem solving and making the world a better place. So thank you all so much for what you do, and we'll definitely be reporting back and hopefully sharing on social media and nationally all the great work that's happening today on a Sunday. We know a lot of work went into this to make it possible. So thank you Congressman Lieu and Jean again. I don't know if everybody sees her in the back, but she's the woman who made this happen.
Okay, so thank you, Ms. McIntyre.
This comes to a close. We'd just love to thank everyone once again for being here. Please help yourself. We have a bunch of refreshments donated generously by all of you, so enjoy that. And then also, I think some robots are going to be playing out in the parking lot, so feel free to look at all of our hard work this season. Thank you.
Thank you.